There are many different types of dogs in the world, and as these migrate from being puppies to being adults, there can be temporary, sometimes permanent garden mischief that the dogs can engage. Fortunately, there are things we can do to deter the dog from causing trouble. Types of yard destruction caused by dogs. Digging. Some dogs love to dig holes. This means they will burrow into your flower beds and lawn and destroy plants and the lawn, and cover the area in a layer of soil. The holes can be hazardous if you are walking on your lawn at night and fall into one. There are ways to manage this, and we will look at them shortly. Pulling plants out and chewing/eating them. Some dogs enjoy fetching sticks from your garden. If this is the small plum tree you planted 5 years ago, and the dog comes running up to you with the dead tree in its mouth, this can be quite disheartening. Accidental damage during games/nesting/naps. Some dogs will play games with themselves, or kids, and run around through the garden crashing through delicate plants. Or the dogs go into a bush and make a nest, flattening your plants. Some dogs just like to take a nap on a soft bed of ferns or other pretty plants. This can completely destroy a garden in a few short days. Pee damage. Male dogs like to lift their legs on things and take a pee. If you have a small yard and a few trees and bushes, chances are the male dog will lift his leg on these every day. It is important to know that too much dog pee can cause a plant to have nitrogen burns and turn yellow and even die. How to fix a yard destroyed by dogs, getting started. There are several simple interventions we can implement to limit the damage types listed above and work out a way to live with our dogs and our garden. 1. Digging. Dogs that are diggers are often chasing things in the soil that give them pleasure to hunt, such as moles and crickets. For a lawn, a very simple way to stop dogs from digging in the lawn is to incorporate a stiff stainless steel mesh just below the grass roots. So what you do is remove the grass as turf, cut it with a spade, and then lay down a layer of the stainless steel mesh. You can then place the turf back on top of the mesh. This stops it from moving and makes life much easier. 2. Accidental damage during games/nesting/naps. To control this, you need to make the roots the dogs would use unattractive so that they will find less damaging roots. Placing obstacles in the path can help. If you are in any area where you can find thorny branches to place in paths, these rapidly deter the dogs. 3. Pee damage. The trick here is to make sure that you provide your male dog with satisfying things to pee on. In this regard, you take a few wooden stakes and put a cloth or rope around them, and place them in front of plants about a foot away that have been targeted. He will tend to want to pee on the pole because it gives a nice lingering territorial marking. This pulls the stream away from your plant and allows it to recover. 4. Setting up an invisible fence. This is a recent technology that has appeared in the field. The way this works is that you put a collar on your dog/dogs and drive a series of stakes in the ground that have a little geoposition marking system. If the dog moves toward the edge of a marked-off area, the collar begins to buzz and beep. If the dog continues, it will buzz and beep louder. In this way, you can use the above method of placing the wire mesh on your lawn and then confine your dog to a section of the lawn. 5. Choose the right dog breed. There are some breeds of dogs that will dig more than others depending on what they have been bred for. Terriers, Rottweilers, and Spaniels are terrible diggers and cause endless chaos. Rottweilers can dig holes that are so big the entire dog vanishes inside. These tunnels can collapse under you as you walk around the garden and are a hazard. Ridgebacks and Africanus dogs do not dig much. These dogs are by far the lowest maintenance dogs you can ever have. These animals have evolved in an environment where silence is useful when walking in the bush because they hunt rats and mice. Training a dog to live in your garden so you can have a garden and a dog is actually quite easy. Dogs are intelligent, and if you deter them from doing something and placing barriers to their running around in the garden beds, you can live with a dog and a garden quite effectively. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.